What's up, YouTube? I'm back, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about the election. Now, I mainly kept my personal views aside, but today I wanted to talk about it. Why? Because there are problems going on around the country, and specifically by the same people that voted the same way I did. Now, personally, I voted for Clinton, and I know a lot of you weren't going to like that, but at the same time, I did so for my own reasons, but I didn't push them on any of you. And I think this is part of the problem that we're seeing is that people are constantly pushing their values onto other people, when in fact, what we should do is try to acknowledge that we are different people and try to work things out. The one thing that I will say that Trump has the benefit of is a Republican-led Congress and the judicial system on his side with his appointment. So, in the grand scheme of things, he has all three branches on his side. One thing I also wanted to mention that if you really wanted to vote for change, you would really change the people in Congress, in the House, in the Senate, more so than just the figurehead who's the president. The Congress is the one who makes the laws and sets the priorities and who are the ones who are lobbied the heaviest. The protests that we're seeing around the country would have happened regardless of who won. It would have just been a different group, in my opinion. And we saw that in the Obama election. So what I'm hoping people can do is understand that people are just lashing out, and eventually this will all settle in and people will settle down, and hopefully we can move the country forward again. There are some things that I really don't agree with Trump, and in particular climate change, because I do think the things that we do have an effect on the things around us. For me, that's common sense. With that said, I'm aware that a lot of people who actually watch my channel support Trump, and I acknowledge it. And those of you who are vocal about it, I respect what you have to say. I listen to it, I acknowledge it. Even if I disagree with it, we have that discussion. I go to folks like Freedom Force USA and we have some dialogue. I really respect guys like Freedom Force USA because even though he has his strong stances, he's still willing to have a dialogue and still respects the fact that I do my homework. I'm not an idiot and I don't speak out my ass. I might be a liberal, but I'm more of a moderate or a centrist because I do own firearms, lots more than most people. And really, I empathize with those who are affected negatively with what's happening in the country. I mean, to me, it's fairly obvious that if half the country votes one way or the other, that there's something wrong or there's a difference of opinion that needs to be acknowledged. What I'm noticing is that this whole election was based out of fear. And in particular, people elected Trump to take back their country out of fear of losing it. And now people are lashing out because Trump is president and their fear is losing it. Someone was bound to lose, and people react with their emotions differently. Some lash out in anger, others lash out and vocalize. And this is a natural human reaction. I just hope that those of you realize there are 55 million people out there that aren't doing the same thing, and it's only thousands that are protesting, mostly non-violently, but just annoyingly to other people. The real problem I'm seeing right now is that people are closing off. They're grouping up into cliques and unfriending people that don't believe the same thing that they do and are closing off the dialogue so that it is us versus them instead of us as a country and we the people. When you only get your source of information from certain people and everyone that thinks like you, there's no more room for change. You're only following the herd. It's disappointing when people no longer want to have dialogue with people who think differently. Ultimately, we always say competition drives business and makes things better, but now we're moving into an era where you follow the same people and the people that think just like you. So, where do we go from here? I think ultimately Trump has the ability to change a lot of things that a lot of career politicians could never have done. But the problem is he's still surrounded by the same people in Congress who take lobby money and who still draft up legislation. I think people have to get more educated on how the actual government system works, and especially what the three branches are responsible for, and why and how the president uses the executive orders when they do. I really hope those of you who are watching this video and who are possibly coming across this video understand what I'm trying to say, which is that we need to be tolerant of each other and work together in the long run. Though globalism probably didn't work this time and the mandate has been said, we'll have to wait 4 more years to see what happens next, to see if he does a good job. And I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, just like many of you who are still watching are giving me. Hopefully, we all realize what made this country great, and it's that people coming in and the people that are here are actually here to make their dreams come true. And when you make your own dreams come true, you help other people achieve their dreams. I know we don't typically get personal on YouTube videos, but I will say that my parents were immigrants who came to this country for a better life, who created a better life for me and my siblings, and we've done well. Now we're at the point where we want to open up our own business and contribute back to society and hopefully help others achieve their dreams, or, at least create jobs. This is what I mean. I hope those of you who are watching understand that I'm not an enemy because I voted on the other side. We have to work together, and I respect your views. If you want to do what you want to do, that's fine, but ultimately we're all in it for the same thing. We want to make a better life for us and our families, and I respect that with what you're trying to do where you are. All of our circumstances are different, and all of our situations are different, and we vote accordingly. So all I'm trying to say is thanks for tolerating me, and thanks for not giving me too hard of a time on my YouTube videos. I hope you enjoy these videos. I know this one was a little bit more on the serious note, but I do want to get out there that I'm not the enemy, and not everyone is a libtard or a leech to society. There are those of us who genuinely want to help. So once again, special shout out to Salivate Metal and David Argentum for tolerating me and being good sports for when I troll them on their videos. So we've had some good lively discussion, but everyone's been a great sport about it. So if you like, please comment, like, and subscribe. Or if you don't like, thumbs down. It's okay. I'm all right. You aren't going to hurt my feelings. Thanks for watching. This is going to be my one and only video on the subject, but I did want people to understand how I felt because there is so much tension, so much animosity right now. I don't think it's a good thing for the country. Ultimately, I think we all got to chill and just accept that there's going to be some bad apples and not let that ruin the bunch. So hopefully catch you on the next one, and thanks for watching.